Welcome back to Fox Sports coverage of the Xfinity Series race from Phoenix. It's time to meet today's guest driver analyst, Joey Logano, who's always dreamed of becoming a race car driver, and today he stands as one of the greats. Xfinity Rookie of the Year, youngest to ever win a Cup race, and became a Daytona 500 champion. Hanging with Letterman, Leno, and celebrities alike, a collector of cars and checkered flags, including 2 wins here at Phoenix. Joey Logano now joining Michael Waltrip and Adam Alexander to call today's coverage. Look at those guys, so handsome. Joey, you clean up so nice.
I can't believe I cleaned up so quick. We just got done with practice and just changed and got up here really quick, so it worked out really well. I'm ready to watch a great race. Beautiful day.
Danielle said you've been with Letterman and Leno. Today you get Waltrip and Alexander. I know it's not the same,
similar.
but hang with us. You won this race a year ago in dominating fashion. You've been to victory lane here twice, but Kyle Busch has won here 8 times, starting third today. What makes him so good at Phoenix, Joey?
I'd say he's good everywhere. Is there a place he's not fast? But this is one of those racetracks you see all the JGR cars very fast today, starting 1, 2, and 3. I look for Kyle to have another really fast race car, and he's just good at this racetrack. He knows what he needs to have. He knows how to communicate to his crew chief on what makes his race car fast, and he makes those right moves at the end of the race and the aggressive ones to go win it.
You know what I love, though? There's some rookies. There's some kids that are going to challenge Kyle Busch today. I've heard Kyle's going to win, Kyle's going to win. There's a couple of Joneses, I think, that can take him down. There's also a Suarez and an Elliott Sadler. The last series regular to win here was Elliott back 4 years ago in 2012. But I like his chances. I like an upset, and I think we're going to see one today, Adam.
And I'll say this, Joey, you were just on track for final practice. What's the biggest challenge these guys are going to face?
Well, I think this track, one of the biggest challenges is that it's flat on the corner entries. And when you have 2 cars side by side that don't have the air next to them, this could be new for a lot of the rookies out there as well, that the cars are going to get loose. We already seen a lot of cars crash in qualifying in both the Cup and the Xfinity Series. So I look for cars going into the corners sideways underneath each other and probably bumping into each other.
And that all is going to happen at over 160 miles an hour, Adam, so we got to hang on.
And I'll say this, we started at Daytona, 2.5 miles wide open. Last couple of weeks on the intermediates. Today it's like a short track. It will get physical on track here in the desert. We get the green flag in a moment. Right now we're going trackside. It's time for the command of fire engines.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, President of North America AXALTA, Mike Carr.
On behalf of AXALTA Coating Systems, drivers, start your engines.
The engines have fired. You can feel the energy here at Phoenix. We're going from the driver's seat. Daniel Suarez joins us next on Fox.
He can't afford to be patient now. He's got to go.
Look at this. This is racing. This could get big.
Hard into the wall. Oh, sideways.
This is a dead end.
20 miles west of Phoenix, it's Phoenix International Raceway. We are live in Avondale, Arizona. It's round 4 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And after 3 races, it's Daniel Suarez, a 24-year-old out of Monterrey, Mexico, who leads our chase grid, the first foreign-born driver to sit atop the points in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He starts second today. Let's go from the driver's seat, Michael.
Yeah, let's hop on board his Toyota. Hey, Daniel Suarez, it's Michael Waltrip and Joey Logano up in the Fox booth. Do you copy?
I copy. Mike and Joey, there is someone here that can translate for me.
Well, you're going to have a great day today. I've gone out on a limb and I said you were going to upset Kyle Busch today. How do you go about doing that?
Man, honestly, it's been really good so far this weekend. My 19 Juniper Toyota Camry has been super fast. And, you know, to beat Kyle Busch on Phoenix, it can be a really good deal for me. Or for everyone, because, you know, we all know that he's super fast here. So we have a good piece today. Hopefully we can get it done.
Hey Daniel, it's Joey Logano up here in the booth. You know, I've noticed your improvement over the last year for sure, and I feel like this is one of your best shots to go out there and get your first win today. What is your mindset? How different is it from last year to this year? How much has your confidence grown?
Man, definitely, you know, you are a driver and you have a lot of experience, and a lot of this is about confidence, and I really think that my confidence has been getting better and better since the second half last year to this year, and the whole team is doing an amazing job. We have really fast race cars, and I really think that right now we just need to be patient and keep working hard to get our first victory, and hopefully it can be today.
Sure seems like it's right around the corner. You guys definitely got fast cars. We'll check in with you later. Good luck.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And Daniel does have a win here. Came a couple of years ago in the NASCAR Mexico Series. Aerial coverage today provided by Goodyear. Superior performing tires to face the challenging conditions on the track and the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Before we go green, let's head trackside. Hear from our pit reporters one last time. We start with Chris Neville. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Adam. Well, it was interesting to see Kyle Busch's crew chief, Chris Gale, pick a middle pit spot. He said if he picked closer to pit out, it's visually more challenging because it's further around the corner, and that making it more difficult for the crew coming off the wall as Kyle Busch is coming down pit lane. He said half a second late coming off the wall, that could be the difference in keeping this streak alive. Vince Welsh?
Chase Elliott is the son of a Hall of Famer. He replaced Jeff Gordon in the 24 Cup car, and he drives in the Xfinity Series for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Life can't get much better for a 20-year-old. But if he's going to win this race today, he and his crew chief have to find a way to make the car better. It wasn't good enough in practice. They made big changes. We'll see how it plays out. Jamie Little?
Well, Phoenix International Raceway is a very special place to pole sitter Eric Jones. He got his first career Truck Series victory back in 2013. As far as today goes, he told me he has a car he thinks is capable of beating his teammate Kyle Busch. If he could beat Kyle at his own game today, that would be a day he'll never forget. Adam?
Jamie, not just good in the Camping World Truck Series. Eric Jones delivering when he comes here in the Xfinity Series as well. Top 5 in 2 runs here a season ago. The numbers for today, 66 degrees. Track temp closing on 100. Full sunshine here at PIR.
Yeah, we're going to go 200 laps. Our fuel wind is somewhere around 80 to 85 laps. And the teams we're talking down in the garage area, we talk about how fast this race goes by. Just a couple of trips to pit road. So you better make them count with your adjustments, huh, Joey?
Yeah, that's what you can't make a mistake. A speeding penalty here, any pit road penalty is huge because there's not much time to make it up after you make a mistake.
And we looked at that fuel window. You would think it would never come into play at a place like this, kind of a short track. We had an 80-lap green flag run here in the fall. We can go a long way under green.
Yeah, this place definitely, you know, it acts like a mile and a half in a way, but it's only a mile. You know, it's a small racetrack, but there is bumping and banging, but you're going really fast.
Joey, 1 year ago, you took the 22 to victory lane from the pole. Your teammate Brad Keselowski starting 7th today.
Hopefully that's it. Work our way up here, execute today, solid run out, keep building.
Looking forward to all that there, Brad. Appreciate you working with us this weekend. Feel like we got a solid place to work from. We'll see what happens today.
I'd say they're motivated after what happened last week outside the top 10 at Las Vegas.
Well, I know they changed about everything in that race car because what happened last week was not good, and I know Roger was not happy with that. So they've changed everything, and they're swinging the bat and try something different.
Well, I know as a teammate and a Team Penske driver, you're hoping to see some performance from that 22 car. You're going to get behind the wheel of it eventually. You want Brad to get it tuned up, right?
Oh, for sure, and they will. That 22 team has been so strong over the last few years, and with Brian Wilson on the box now, they're going to figure it out.
Yeah, they won the Owners' Championship last 3 years in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Time to get down to business here at Phoenix. On the front row, Eric Jones got the pole earlier today alongside Daniel Suarez. Kyle Busch inside of row 2, sitting beside Ty Dillon, who comes in to this event third in the championship standings. Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, couple of Cup regulars in row 3. Green flag in the air. We're underway at the Desert Mile. Kyle Busch wasting no time, went from third to second, got around Suarez on the restart.
Yeah, a couple of restarts last week for Daniel weren't that great, so he'll have to improve that.
We're in it.
Got a car in the wall up in turn 4, Adam.
Got a report it was the 44 of David Starr, one here in the Truck Series.
Joey, you talked about how loose these cars get on the inside of each other. That's why the restarts and the starts are so exciting, because these guys are literally just fighting for control of these cars.
Especially on low pressures. These cars they could be sitting down on the splitter going into the corner. It's the first time they've really been in a pack, so they don't really know what their cars are doing yet. And, they're going to be, edgy. Let's see what happened here.
Up on the high side is Starr.
It's Ray Black Jr. inside of him in the 07.
And that's exactly what happened. The 07 got in there, got free, and couldn't turn the steering wheel. If he turned, he was going to spin out himself. So, it looks like he took the lesser of the two evils for him, not so much for the 44.
Yeah, Dylan Lupton put those guys in a tough spot by diving down there on the inside of Ray Black and making it 3 wide. I think maybe Black heard that the 93 was coming from a spotter, moved up, and bounced into Starr. But,
Ray Black Jr. already in a backup car after a practice crash yesterday. Close call there. Opening lap, caution already out here at Phoenix.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brandon Jones, driver number 33, Easy Go Chevy.
Hey fans, Daniel Suarez. We just finished qualified here. We were going to start in second position.
About to get started in about 20 minutes, so stay tuned. Have a good race.
Tight turnaround today from qualifying to the green flag. Those drivers very busy, but taking some time to share their travels with us. We appreciate it as we get set for a restart here. Had a caution on lap number 1. David Starr had some issues. Eric Jones started on the pole, jumped out front. He'll restart inside here of Kyle Busch. Daniel Suarez going to restart third.
I think this restart might be a little different for Eric. Now he's restarting against one of the best out there. And I think the inside to outside lane choice here is fairly equal. So I think it might be a little different outcome. Definitely more of a race for Eric off of turn 2.
Look at the restart zone. Always big, especially when you come to a place like Phoenix. In the zone now, and Eric Jones makes it happen.
Oh, but look who's hanging tough on the outside. Kyle Busch is making the high side work. Daniel Suarez started in that third spot. He lost a position to Ty Dillon. Joey, you know how hard it is to pass here. Daniel's really got to work on those restarts. If he's going to get up there and beat Kyle Busch and Eric Jones, he's got to be ready to go when they throw the green.
And some of that could be car setup. You know, it could be some, Daniel getting comfortable out there, but it also could be car setup as well. But there you see Kyle Busch able to get that top and prevail off of turn 4 and get that momentum.
3 wide behind them. Look at that battle.
3 wide.
That's for the 5th
Clear
position.
Clear behind the 88, 6 car left. Still inside. Clear the 88.
It's Joey Meyer talking to his driver Brad Keselowski, who's outside of Darrell Wallace Jr. Right in front of them, the 88 of Chase Elliott, who picks up that 5th position. Side by side behind them for position, Austin Dillon, Justin Allgaier doing battle.
You can see Daniel got back around Ty Dillon. He's up to 3rd, but these two haven't settled that battle yet. Man, that's tough sledding down there where the 7 car is.
And all these drivers know right now is the time to go get it, because once we go green a while, there's going to be a lot of separation.
It's going to get harder and harder to pass. The opportunity to get positions is right now, and that's where you see the 7 side drafting the 2 as much as he can. And then look at the 2's trying to cross him over. Didn't quite make it happen, though.
Allgaier's been fast all weekend, Michael.
Yeah, we talked to his crew chief, Jason Burdett, earlier today about the performance of that car, and they're really optimistic about the long-run speed it has. So watch for him to move up through the pack as we get some laps on the tires.
See Brad Keselowski there riding comfortably in the 5th position. Chase Elliott right behind him, and boy, what a mess this is.
Oh.
Elliott Sadler there, Blake Cook.
Sadler got into Cook on that entry.
And that's that spot. It gets so free into that corner when you're driving hard underneath somebody. There's no banking, and you actually kind of fall down into the corner, and that's what happens.
In turns 3 and 4, Joey, you can run down on the apron off the road, but that's not going to work in 1 and 2. So you only choices to go up and hit the guy.
Brandon Jones running in the 11th position, company from Ryan Reed, who's looking for his first top 10 finish of the year. That's Jeb Burton right behind him as we go back to what happened with Elliott Sadler and Blake Cook.
Lucky they didn't get wrecked there because they're going so fast. Like I said earlier, 160 miles an hour into the corner, and it looked like Blake tried to close that hole on Elliott.
Well, it looked like Blake was aware that Elliott was coming up as well. That was a great awareness on his part, because obviously you get hit in that spot, that could be the end of his race pretty early today.
Allgaier continuing his climb inside of Darrell Wallace Jr. And I saw Blake Cook when he had his problems, lost 5 or 6 positions because of all the momentum that went away. Talking about momentum in the other direction here, Allgaier on a rail early in this race.
Looks like he's got a very fast car. And something I noticed when he's passing these cars, he's not going down on the flat through the dogleg there. Seems like he's trying to save his car and make sure he has something to race with.
How much are you cognizant of the fact that if you do run off the track on the back, it could mess up your car?
Well, there's a certain amount you want to do and you don't, you know. And the biggest thing is about get a headache when you do it, because you get back up on the racetrack and it's so abrupt, especially in the Cup cars with the right heights down. You got to adjust your helmet when you go into 3s. You can't see.
Justin Allgaier started in the 10th position. He's 7th right now. They look fast, Vince.
Well, Adam, they've picked up a couple of spots, as you've noted, but they've been solid through the early portion of this season. And as you said, you and Michael talking with crew chief Jason Burnett, they rolled off the trailer really close this weekend. And what a difference that makes. You don't have to go searching through the first couple of practices. They rolled off close and were able to just fine-tune it. And they do have a fine race car again today.
Outside the top 10 at Daytona, but back-to-back weeks they finished solidly inside the top 10 and trying to make it happen once again this afternoon. Allgaier is 7th right now.
Strong move by the 22 car. He picked off Ty Dillon entering turn 1. Been watching the lap times, Joey, and Brad is just as fast as our trio of Gibbs cars up front.
That's a good sign. I like seeing that.
Now, but he's going to have to be faster now because they've got about a straightaway lead on him.
Yeah, it's amazing to watch. The 3 Gibbs cars right now are so far ahead of everybody. And then there's a 22 about a half straightaway behind. So there's a little bit of distance there, but you know, he's got that cleaner air in front of him. Let's see if he starts making some time.
How they feeling about it down there in the 22 camp? Chris?
Well, it looks like a much different weekend this weekend than last weekend at Las Vegas for Brad Keselowski. I talked to his crew chief Brian Wilson yesterday, and he said, you know, we just got lost in Las Vegas. We were trying some new things. It didn't work out. We hit the reset button yesterday, going back to stuff that was working in 2015, and obviously it's working today.
Car's been turning good all weekend long. Brad Keselowski rolled off 7th today. He's up to the 4th position behind the trio of drivers from Joe Gibbs Racing. Kyle Busch has the lead. Eric Jones is 2nd. But here comes Daniel Suarez knocking on the door.
I really think Daniel Suarez has the fastest of the 3 cars. You remember, he didn't have that great restart, and he's run them all back down and looking to pass Eric Jones here.
And Joey, it makes it a bit harder to run fast laps when you're tucked right up behind another car. The fact that he can stay with them and even gain on them despite not having that air on his nose, that means that car is really fast.
It shows how good that car is for sure. And right here you can see how the 20 kind of covers that yellow line. It doesn't allow Daniel to get much air on the front of his car, which just makes that car very ill handling and hard for him to get to that back bumper and try to loosen him up and get by him.
Not only have the Gibbs cars been fast all season long, each of these 3 have a great history at Phoenix. So nothing about what we're seeing here is surprising.
And I think lap traffic is going to come into play a lot. As you can see, they're starting to catch lap traffic. How they catch those cars and get by them could be how a lot of these passes are made on the lead lap.
You see the lap car they're passing there, and that gives Suarez the opening he was looking for. He looks to the inside of Jones entering 1.
He gets the air underneath him that time. The 20 ran up the racetrack, got underneath him. Now let's see if it goes down on the flat.
Oh, nope. Kept it on the road.
Suarez started on the outside of row 1, fell back to 3rd, but starting to make his presence known once again. Inside and around teammate Eric Jones, the 19 in the runner-up position. 20 of 200 laps completed Phoenix. Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, the top 5. You're watching NASCAR on Fox. 26 laps in at Phoenix International Raceway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Let's take a look at today's Ford Performance track facts. Team Penske's won 2 of the last 3 races here, including our guy Joey Logano 1 season ago. And when you look at the all-time wins leaders, Roush Fenway organization, 8 wins here at Phoenix.
Balance is perfect here. Pretty happy. All right, 10-4. Best driver's car I've had here in a long time. Don't know how to find any more speed here, Brian.
All good news, right, Joey?
Yeah, well, it could be good news and could be bad news. Sometimes when your car's driving really good and you're not fast enough, how do you make it better?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's nice that this car's driving good. That might pay off for him in a long run. Brad is typically a long run race car driver. He knows how to make that car last.
But the fact that he can't find any speed out of him, that's Chase Elliott that's going to go under him, and Justin Allgaier is coming as well. Those are 2 fast Chevys that have run down Brad's Ford.
I think Chase, when you looked at the timesheet yesterday in practice, the one thing they had on their mind, be good over the long haul. We're starting to see that here 29 laps into this run.
And that's what we heard from the Allgaier camp as well. They liked their car after they had 10 or 15 laps on it. It's beginning to show as well.
Those Junior Motorsports teammates on the move, Vince.
Well, and Chase Elliott, you know, it's not that the car has been bad this weekend, but when you compare it to those JGR cars, I'll tell you what, it's pretty humbling. They knew they had to get better if they were going to contend today. Crew Chief Dave Ellens, they made big changes to it coming in, and it looks like they have gone the right direction. That 88's pretty stout here early on.
See, Justin Allgaier drives around the outside of Brad Keselowski. You don't see that move very often here.
That means he's really good. He's definitely got speed. You've seen him, Justin Allgaier, moving forward since the beginning of this race. He hasn't stopped yet.
So it's the Joe Gibbs and the Junior Motorsports show. Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones all driving for the coach. 1, 2, 3. And now behind them in the top 5, Chase Elliott, Justin Allgaier 4th and 5th. The other entry for Dale Jr. back in the 12th position. That's Elliott Sadler. Last series regular to win here. Did it in this race 4 years ago.
And he's coming as well, Adam. I watched him work his way around Ryan Reed and starting to gain some ground on the cars running ahead of him, which is a battle between Bubba Wallace, Brendan Gaughan, and Brandon Jones, and he's closing in quickly on that.
Darrell Wallace Jr. doing some positive things this weekend after a couple of weeks of disappointment. Finished 6th in a backup car at Daytona. Crashes the last couple of weeks. One on pit road. The other trying to avoid an accident that already happened last week at Las Vegas. But they've had a nice weekend here in Phoenix.
Joey, how hard is that to overcome? And you come to the racetrack after just a lot of problems. How do you put that behind you and just focus on being the best you can be?
Eventually, it does hurt your confidence. But watching Darrell in qualifying and practice, he's had a fast race car, and he's really been fast all year. He's just been caught up in some just crashes and unfortunate situations that, you know, eventually it does affect you, but it doesn't seem like it's affecting him much. You know, I know Darrell fairly well. I know he's got plenty of confidence. That's one thing I do know about him, and it doesn't seem to be hurting him much at all.
9th so far today, Vince.
Yeah, I think the one thing we don't have to worry about is Bubba Wallace's confidence. Isn't that right? but the race car could use a little help. He says it's neutral to tight, and what he really needs is drive off. Boy, we hear that a lot throughout the course of the weekend here, but they're not far off, but he could use a little bit more drive off to be better.
Great battle going on behind Darrell Wallace Jr. right now, Vince. Brendan Gaughan is there. They mentioned Brandon Jones and Elliott Sadler. That's a really good group from 9th back to 12th on the scoreboard.
And you see some lap traffic that's going to come into play. We're 35 laps into this race now. Tires are starting to wear out. Cars aren't handling the way they want to, and you're starting to see this back and forth action, which I think is going to be pretty entertaining.
Look at Elliott Sadler all the way off the road, makes the move on Brandon Jones. In and about the lap cars like you talked about, Joey. That's when you get some doors open. Guy gets his momentum caught up a little bit. You can make those moves.
And on these older tires, you got to find somewhere to get some grip, and that's where you see cars in 3 and 4. They start going below that yellow line, trying to get clean air and trying to make those passes.
Lap traffic opening the door for some drivers to make a pass, pick up a position. Back to the front. The advantage for Kyle Busch, nearly a full second over second place Daniel Suarez, Chris.
Yeah, right now just trying to maintain that lead, and it was interesting talking with his crew chief Chris Gale this weekend. He said it was about 2/3 of the way through last season that we just hit on a setup, and we've had that dominance since. And he said, we know that this run isn't going to last long because all these other teams, they will catch up at some point in time. Racing is just cyclical like that.
And you know what it is? It's making those other teams sick in this cyclical part of this season because they just can't seem to catch the Gibbs cars. 1, 2, 3 right now, but there are some fast cars coming from behind. I like the way Chase Elliott's car looks right now.
Got a great rookie class in 2016 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. One of those drivers, Brennan Poole. He's 14th in his 3rd career start here at Phoenix. NASCAR Xfinity Racing on Fox is sponsored by Cialis.
Man, I wish I knew what was going on with the 18 and how to beat Kyle Busch.
He's been super strong. He has a lot of experience. He's fast.
The way to get better is to race against the best, and not much of an argument. Kyle Busch is probably one of the best.
If you can beat him, it's quite the accomplishment. If you did it without him in the race, you wouldn't feel like you got the job done all the way.
I think there's definitely times where a few of us wish he'd cut us a little slack.
78 career wins, over 16,000 laps led. I understand why everyone wants to beat up on Kyle Busch. It just doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, and he's not going to be cutting them any slack either.
No.
Watch him work his way through this lap traffic. It's a game on as soon as they throw the green flag. Suarez had closed up. Kyle says, I'm going to take you 3 wide. And Ross Chastain in the 4 said, I'm going to take advantage of this.
He says, he's got to stay on that lead lap as long as he can. But what I do notice here by Kyle making that move, that tells me he's feeling the pressure from that 9T car of Daniel Suarez, that he is faster than him. It's just all about how you work this traffic.
Speaking of Suarez, let's go on board here and watch this.
And right now, he's seeing big opportunity here.
And look how far down on the apron Kyle Busch went.
Outside, 2 wide, outside, still outside, still there, still there.
I think Kyle Busch's right side tires were 6 or 7 feet below the yellow line.
I'm not sure there's grip down that far.
Yeah, you know what I love? Some guy that designed this track said, nobody will ever go over there. Leave it to you NASCAR racers to go where they
find
ain't.
it.
A lot of talk today about Kyle Busch, and should be. He's led 42 of 47 laps. But what about the guy running second right now, Jamie?
Well, he didn't have much to say on the radio for the first 30 laps, but recently he started talking, saying he's loose off. However, the longer he runs, the better he feels on the long run. So he's definitely closing on his teammate, as we saw all race long last week.
And the one thing I'll say about Daniel Suarez, great attitude, great mindset, and he is hungry. You see it in his approach to practice, qualifying, and certainly the race. Good battle here.
Great battle. Look at Brandon Jones. He makes his way around Darrell Wallace Jr. That puts Brandon up into the top 10. And there's Brendan Gaughan, another Xfinity Series racer who's wanting to hunt down that top 10 finish.
You got lap traffic here that's going to come into play for the both of them off of turn 2 here.
That's Derek Cope in the 70 car. Adam, we talked to him earlier today. It's been a rough ride out west for him. Crashed that car in Vegas and luckily was able to get enough performance to be in here at Phoenix just trying to survive.
Said he just wanted to get through today, get to California next week, and reset. A couple of weeks off after that.
Bubba's not giving this spot up too easy. You see Brendan finally gets by him right there, but they gave him a good battle there, especially late in the run here.
Darrell Wallace Jr. sliding back to 12th. Another Ford going in the wrong direction. Brad Keselowski had worked his way to 4th, but now 7th on the board, Chris.
And Adam, we heard Brad say this is the best car he had in a long time, but once we crossed over that lap 30 mark, he said this car is now like a dump truck out here. He's sliding back, and one thing that was interesting listening to him is we often hear drivers talk about brake bias front to rear. Well, a few minutes ago, he said he was adjusting that brake bias right to left in that car, trying to make it handle better.
Obviously, these cars, they have 2 master cylinders, 2 brake systems. And normally, yes, it is front to rear. But what a lot of teams are doing, especially at a short track like this, where you use a lot of brake, is they adjust the bias left and right. If you put a lot more to the left, it'll help the car to turn. It pulls it to the left. If you're loose getting in the corner, you can put some to the right, and it'll help tighten it up. So that's something a lot of teams are doing in both series here because of how much braking you use.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's working too well, though. And it's an option for a lot of guys to do that, and you hear a lot of cars in the garage doing different directions, front to rear or left to right. And that front to rear always seems like the basic and usually works the best.
You know, we're over halfway through a fuel run to start this race. That means it won't be long before we see green flag pit stops. Kyle Busch out front. He's led 48 of our 53 laps. Under caution for the second time today for the NASCAR Xfinity Series here at Phoenix International Raceway. A problem for Jeremy Clements, who was running 22nd.
Looks like he just got outside the groove. Maybe a tire issue, I don't know. What do you see, Joey?
Looks like it right front to me. It looks like he was up high, yes, and he was kind of moving along, and then just looks like it took a hard right. Late in the run like this, I can see that it's grinding on that right front. Eventually it's going to blow out.
Here come the leaders down pit road. Let's start our coverage with Vince Welch.
Chase Elliott, who won earlier this season at Daytona, pitting from the 4th position, said the car started off a little free, but it got a lot better as he went. They're going to go down a half round on the track bar and 4 tires. Chris?
Well, Kyle Busch saying his car is great in 3 and 4 early in the run. A little bit edgy down in 1 and 2, but about 8 laps ago, he said, I'm starting to lose the nose on the car. We're going to go 4 tires on this stop. Jamie?
Daniel Suarez says he's a little loose off, but it's tight center they will adjust for, an air pressure adjustment. The 20 of Eric Jones started on the pole today. Said he's too tight in 3 and 4. The rear end feels good. It's a 4-tire stop for the 20, who's down in the number 1 box, but it's Kyle Busch who leads him off.
Greatest place to pass at Phoenix on pit road. Good moves there for Justin Allgaier. Picked up a couple of spots. Eric Jones lost 1. Kyle Busch holds serve. We're going back green after a break. NASCAR Xfinity Racing on Fox is sponsored by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR, and by KFC's new Nashville Hot Chicken. It's spicy, smoky, and crispy. Back live at Phoenix International Raceway, second caution of the day. 62 of 200 laps complete for these Xfinity cars. Eric Jones came down pit road running 3rd, left 4th. Let's see what happened.
Looked like he might have stopped a little bit past his mark there, Joey, and that caused the Jackman a slight delay, but
But nothing too bad so far. So far is a good pit stop. This is their Cup team from the 20 car, so they're obviously really good. A little slow on the left rear, but right there you see him stall it, which cost him a spot.
Isn't that crazy?
Maybe two.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Just 3 or 4 things that happen all come together and you lose a spot or two.
This is on me. We got tripped up a little bit too. Next one will be better. Don't worry.
And that's the only way these Gibbs cars are going to get beat today, from what I see, is mistakes. You got to limit the mistakes today, and that's challenging. Sometimes the fundamentals are not the easiest thing.
Brendan Gaughan going to restart here in the 12th position. Interesting conversation on their radio a moment ago.
Did I even mention to him about a lot of them are shifting now since the pace slowed down or no? No, I think he is, or can you tell that he is? I don't think we are, but I know a lot of leaders are because the pace slowed down.
Okay, Joey, you got some splaining to do. So are they running? They're running in 3rd gear out there, huh?
I do think so. You know, and I think only underneath cars. You know, on restarts when you're bogged down underneath someone in 1 and 2, I think they're shifting 3rd gear. It's something that I've done here in the past in the Xfinity car and the Sprint Cup cars. They changed the rules in the Sprint Cup series, so you can't shift anymore because the 3rd gear is so far away from 4th.
Right.
But in these cars, there's no 3rd gear rule that keeps them from being 4th to 3rd too close. So they're shifting underneath guys, trying to get that momentum up out of the hole when they're leaving turn 2.
We've seen them lose about a second in time during that long green flag run, and that changes the way the car comes off the turn.
You know, a lot of times the power in these motors that they build is sometimes really high in the RPM band. So, you know, if your car's tight and you've lost a lot of speed on older tires, you know, start shifting, try something, right?
So I got a couple of issues. You're going to want me to shift as a crew chief. That's another thing the driver's got to do. And now you want me to change my brakes from left to right? Well, I mean, I just want to drive, but I got a lot of work I got to do in there.
It's supposed to be the best in the world, right? We should be able to do that.
Showed you the problems for Eric Jones a moment ago on pit road. Chase Elliott went 4th to 7th on this cycle.
These guys are such athletes, Adam. I just love watching this poetry in motion.
Problems with the jack here.
It looks like he missed that jack stop, you know, and that's something that's so small, and they're trying to do these pit stops in 11 seconds, you know, and that's just so on the edge. These guys are real athletes, and when you're right on the edge like that, those mistakes are going to happen just like you see on the racetrack when the drivers are racing.
And as a driver, it's over so quickly. You stop in your box, there's not time to get a drink or even think about anything. You got to do your job even on pit road.
There's no breaks.
Going to get the restart as we complete lap 65. Kyle Busch this time choosing the outside lane to his left. Teammate Daniel Suarez, Justin Allgaier, Eric Jones, Ty Dillon, and brother Austin complete the first 3 rows. Good jump for Eric Jones in that outside lane. Maybe a little motivation after those pit road issues. That 20 is strong.
Definitely seems like 4th was better than 3rd on that start. Something Suarez has to figure out to win this race. He has such a fast car. He's got to get better on these restarts.
Austin Dillon looking good on the restart as well. Outside of younger brother Ty.
Oh, he almost leans on younger brother Ty. What a battle.
Dillon brothers racing for the 5th position. Behind them, their rookie teammate Brandon Jones. Brad Keselowski is there. Darrell Wallace Jr. crossover move. 16 going to the apron. That was Ryan Reed making it 3 wide.
I'm glad Ryan backed out entering that corner. He had a bad angle into 3. Could have caused an issue.
You see Brad way down there trying to get underneath, looks like the 33 car, and lets Darrell get to the outside of him there.
We're starting to find out here after an adjustment how good that 20 car is. Man, he looks strong.
And Brad, excuse me, Joey, Brad Keselowski talked earlier about how his car was really good. It was handling perfectly, but as the tires got older, he fell back. It looks like now Brad's beginning to make some progress forward again. These cars just change a lot during a fuel run.
They change a lot. You know, you can take off, you know, have great takeoff speed and then just have a car that falls off. And that's something you work out in practice a lot. And you try to make those long runs and say, okay, you know, we're good on the short run. This is going to be good on restarts. And you got to make all the time you possibly can on a restart if that's the case, knowing your car is going to fall off on the backside. So knowing what your car is very important.
And how much input do you have, or do these drivers like Brad and Kyle Busch that have so much experience on the changes during a pit stop? Do they say I need some wedge, or do they say I need some tire pressure, or do they just say what the car's doing and they let the crew decide?
Every driver does it different. As we watch this awesome race, though, with Brad and Bubba Wallace here, they're racing the heck out of each other. But every driver does it different with their crew chief. And you know, Brian Wilson new on top of the 22 box. You know, Brad's worked with him because he's been his race engineer on the 2-car and the Cup side, you know, so they may have a little bit more back and forth right now and talking about the changes. Brad usually is the guy that will say, hey, maybe a round or two on the track bar, or whatever it may be. He seems to say a little bit more than others sometimes. It just all kind of depends on that relationship you have with your crew chief.
You guys notice who was behind Brad Keselowski there? Chase Elliott had the problems on pit road, went from 4th to 7th. From 7th to 10th on the restart. The 88 going in the wrong direction here in the middle stages.
That could be an adjustment gone wrong, Adam.
Is that 3 wide? Darrell Wallace Jr. down low, outside Brad Keselowski. What a move by the double deuce.
That was awesome. Like I said, on these restarts, when everyone's close, you got to go. That's your big opportunity to get these spots.
Michael, did they see the rookie stripe on the 33 and say, let's take advantage of him going to 4?
I think Brad just said, those guys look like they're losing their momentum. I'm going to show them how much I've got.
You see Brad get a good run.
Wow, what a brave move.
3 wide top.
Brad.
3 wide top. Clear.
Wow.
And Brandon Jones is not comfortable about that. that's not a comfortable situation. You saw Brad go to get up high, and then you see Bubba was actually got in the back of Brendan Jones a little bit in the 33 car and loosened him up, and that's what kind of created that whole thing.
And Joey, I'm noticing they're making moves on the high side. Generally, the passes have all been on the bottom, but I'm seeing guys catching a good grip up top. That might mean this high groove could open up for later in this race.
Yeah, I think this tire is really rubbering up the racetrack good, and that's what we want as drivers, as racers. We want to see the track widen up so moves like that can happen.
What do you see here out of Brad? How hard is he working 75 laps in?
Right there, it looks like he's a little bit free into the corner. Obviously, he's trying to pass a lap car, but his car looks like it's handling fairly well right there. You don't see him turning to the right too much.
Battle for position here. Mentioned that move that Ryan Reed made a moment ago. He's 12th. Elliott Sadler trying to take it away, and right behind them, the 48 of Brennan Poole.
We talked to Poole before the race, Adam, and he's under the weather a bit. Said he was congested and didn't feel great. But when you get out there to start getting in the heat of the battle, you forget about a lot of that.
Adrenaline fixes everything.
Elliott Sadler working through the field again. He started this race and worked up inside the top 10 and yo-yoed back and came to the front on that first restart from 19th to 9th, and he's having to do it one more time.
Right behind these guys, Jeb Burton is joining that battle in the 43 car.
18 cars on the lead lap. The last of those, J.J. Yaley, who got the free pass on our last caution. Everybody chasing Kyle Busch, who's led 71 laps today.
This set of tires has a vibration. Sitting here the whole time. Take it back when I'm done with them. 10-4 left, don't think it's any worse.
You know, Michael and I were talking a lot off the air about how he always has tire vibration somehow, or somewhere inside the car. He talks a lot about vibration, which says how sensitive he is to that, or he just has vibrations all the time. It is pretty interesting how that is.
But with the vibration, driving off with the lead, you have a little bit more tolerance for that vibration, I believe.
And oh, by the way, with the vibration, he's still pulling away from second place, Eric Jones. Big weekend for Fox Sports. Right now it's NASCAR live in Phoenix. Next, college basketball at Madison Square Garden. Who will it be winning the Big East in 2016? Top-seeded Villanova or the upset-minded Seton Hall Pirates? Coverage begins live from MSG next on Fox. We're streaming it live at Fox Sports Go. Our coverage sponsored by Jeep. So far at Phoenix, it has been all about Kyle Busch. He has led 80 of 85 laps this afternoon. Joe Gibbs Racing 1, 2, 3. And how about this? They have been 1, 2, 3 in the running order today for all but one of our green flag laps. They're picking up where they left off a week ago.
You're not kidding.
The only thing that's wrong right now, Adam, is they're out of order. It's 18, 20, and 19. You got to get that straight.
Don't be greedy.
Kyle's got the kids. Who would ever thought that Kyle would be the senior of a group, right? But, you know, he's got the two kids chasing him along. I'm sure they're learning a lot watching Kyle get around this racetrack here. He's so good here. And hopefully they're taking notes to go at him at the end.
Other drivers in the top 5, Justin Allgaier, Ty Dillon. And now we take a look at our KFC Heat Cam. Larry, what are you seeing about the racing groove here?
Well, with our Fox NASCAR broadcast, we're always looking for cool shots. Now, this was on the pace laps. You can see all the cars bunched up, running side by side. This is going down into turn 1. But then we're going to take a look at the first lap of the actual race here. Once they get started, you're going to see a lot more heat in the tires. You can see the racing surface is really widening out and really heating up. But now this is lap 75 when they're strung out, and you just got that one groove that they're running in. But look at the race car itself. Everyone's exhaust runs out the same location on the right side, and that's the biggest amount of heat I'm seeing coming out of those race cars, out the right side exhaust, and that's the KFC Heat Cam.
Yeah, that's hot, that's crispy. I mean, that's fun, that's innovative. I love our cam.
You didn't even have a card to tell us all that.
I don't have to have a card to tell you something else either. This lead is growing. Last time by, Kyle Busch was about 1/10 of a second better than the field, but there's some really, really fast cars that are trying to get their way through there. Justin Allgaier keeps making more and more progress, and Eric Jones is trying to run down his teammate.
Far better through the center. It's just kind of tight, kind of loose. I don't know. Sometimes we just lose the back down at 3 and 4, randomly. But I still feel like I'm tight. I don't know, it's just kind of confusing.
That's hard to fix. And that's something my crew chief, Todd Gordon, always says. And I always say, the car's junk. I don't always say that because he makes really good cars. But when I do say that, he goes, I can't fix junk. And you got to be able to really say what your car's doing. But sometimes it's hard, you know, and especially when you think of turns 3 and 4, there's no banking. That's where his car is just inconsistent. And it's hard to fix an inconsistent car.
Jamie, Eric Jones has finished 3rd the last 2 weeks, running 2nd today, but he sounds frustrated.
He is a little bit frustrated, and his crew chief told him we made a track bar adjustment and an air pressure adjustment on that stop, and he said that it took some of the grip out of the rear end making a track bar adjustment, but he liked the air pressure in the front, so they want to go more in that direction. Crew chief said, all right, buddy, you tell me whatever you need to beat that 18. That's all that matters.
And you know, Jamie, the reason why this is so valuable to Eric Jones is Kyle Busch is one of the best drivers in the history of the Xfinity Series. Won more races than everyone. If he wasn't out there in that 18 car outrunning Eric Jones, Eric would think everything was fine in the world. But he's got a guy out there that is our Cup champion, our Sprint Cup champion. He's trying to run him down. That means he's putting that car right on the edge of control. And the reason why he's having to do that is because he's chasing the best in the series.
He's a very competitive person, that's for sure. He wants to, he's not happy unless he's leading, and that's a good quality.
Jones 1.2 seconds behind Kyle Busch. For Brad Keselowski, nearly 10 seconds in arrears of the race leader, Chris.
Yeah, Adam, about halfway through this run, and Brad Keselowski once again saying he's losing the nose of that car. Also another issue, he said the temps are starting to go up a little bit. And Joey, you were saying earlier about the amount of rubber on the racetrack. Well, the team said the nose looks clear, so it's possibly rubber too. Vince?
Running 9th is Chase Elliott. He came into that pit stop in 4th position, but they had a 17-second pit stop. And as we'll take a look at, the problem was with the jack. The jack did not fit under the left side of the car when Chase came in and made that pit stop. So they had to actually lift the car up We'll take a look at it here. Watch the jack man as he comes around. He inserts the jack under the post. No, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. They had to work with it. Finally got it up under there. That cost them serious time. They've gotten another jack. They're going to try it, and we've got a yellow on the track.
Yeah, they may be able to put it to use right now. Third caution of the day coming out as we are 5 laps shy of the halfway point.
You know, we talk about Chase Elliott and his pit stops. You know, they have the flat tire jack, which I think they're probably going to use, but that's something the pit crew has to do when they get to the racetrack is you got to, you know, practice and make sure the jack stop's set in the right spot, because these guys practice with pit stop cars that are set up the way, you know, the best for them and how they work on it. But sometimes the race car, when you get to the racetrack, is just different.
And Adam, this will be an interesting pit stop. We heard Eric Jones breaking down that 20 car and all the things he was going to need in order to go catch Kyle Busch. Crew chief, the team's got to sort through the information and try to make that adjustment here so that Jones can get there. I love the pressure that Kyle Busch puts on the field. He puts the pressure on these kids to let's see how good you are. Outrun me and we'll talk about it.
Free pass under this, our third caution of the day, goes to the 93 of Dylan Lupton.
Last year it was Joey Logano doing that to those kids.
Yeah, I still plan on racing at some point this year out here.
You sure you don't want to just join us up here? We love having you.
Last time these drivers were on pit road, lap 59. About 35 laps or so, closing on midway through a fuel run. No brainer. You come down the pit lane here and everybody is right in front of you, Vince.
Well, Justin Allgaier says, I don't need anything major. I'm just a little tight in the center, and I do want a little bit more rear grip. It's just going to be an air pressure adjustment and 4 tires for Allgaier. Chris?
Well, we heard Kyle Busch talk about that vibration. He said it did get a bit worse over the course of the run, but all in all, he said this is the best balance of the car I've had all day. Going to do 4 tires. Jamie?
A lot of reversing of changes from the last stop. Daniel Suarez, one of them, putting that air pressure back, said he can't be aggressive. We've seen that on the restarts. Eric Jones, we talked about him, wants more rear grip, needs some lateral grip as well, and better in 3 and 4. Eric Jones finishes his pit stop.
Number of drivers here taking 2 tires, Jamie. A little bit of gambling going on here at Phoenix in the middle stages. Third caution of the day, J.J. Yaley got into the wall.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Superior performing tires to face challenging conditions on the track and on the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Welcome back to Phoenix International Raceway. We are at the exact halfway point of the race, 100 laps in, 100 laps to go here at Phoenix. Danielle Trotta alongside Larry McReynolds under caution, and some strategy being played just now on pit road.
When we got the caution at lap 57, it was a no-brainer. You had to change 4 tires, but after 30-something laps, we see the competitors know the only way they may be going to beat the Joe Gibbs Toyota drivers is try 2 tires. You look at Ty Dillon in the 3, 2 tires, 2 right side. Justin Allgaier in the 7, 2 right side tires, and Austin Dillon in that 2 right side tires. They know they're going to have to get off sequence with the Joe Gibbs drivers if they're going to beat them today.
Yeah, some strategy being played here, Adam. A lot of guys taking 2. Those leaders came in. All the JGR cars, though, took 4.
Yeah, and Kyle Busch, Danielle, going to restart in the 6th position with those 4 fresh tires. Right beside him, Eric Jones restarting in the 7th spot. Green flag goes back in the air as we complete lap 101. Keep your eye on that 18 as we go green.
You see the 3 car, he took the bottom.
And look at Kyle, crossover move, 3 wide across the dog leg.
He's bringing his buddies with him too, Adam. There comes Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez shooting up the bottom as well.
Reminds me a little bit of the Cup race last week on that late restart. He went from 6th to the lead, making some magical moves again. Ty Dillon, Justin Allgaier trying to hang on those 2 tires, and look at this over on the back straightaway.
Bubba Wallace all the way down to the bottom to pick off a couple of spots.
They got all bound up off of turn 2 there. There's 3 or 4 wide, and then it all opens up through that dog leg. You see Brad here with another good run, loosening up the 6 here and getting under him the 1.
These 2 have been around each other a lot today. The Fords connected at the hip, Brad Keselowski and Bubba Wallace.
Bubba's been fun to watch today, that's for sure.
Eric Jones trying to make a move on those 4 tires inside of Chase Elliott, trying to grab 4th away. That would put him behind his teammate Kyle Busch, who is yet to run down the top 2, but it might not stay that way for long. Busch making up ground on the runner-up car of Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, this isn't going to take long for Kyle. Oh. You see Justin get a little loose there.
Ty got loose as well.
I guarantee you they're all looking in the mirror right now, seeing that blue car saying, oh boy.
And what's the urgency here for Kyle on the restart, knowing that he needs to get away from a guy like Eric Jones and not mess with him in all this traffic?
Yeah, well, you see right there, Jones just got a good run when Kyle got loose underneath the 7. He's going to try to get him right here because Eric knows this is his big opportunity if he can get by Kyle in dirty air and then get by these other 2 cars with 2 tires and possibly get that clean air. Maybe it'll be hard for Kyle to get it back.
Pulled down there, but couldn't make it stick, Michael. Let's go back to the restart. Kyle feeling quite confident on those 4 fresh tires.
Watch this. He splits the traffic, dives off the road. Look how far over to the inside he went.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. And then when he gets back on the track, it's hard to hold that inside line.
Well, your tires get all dirty. You come back up on the racetrack. Your angle in the turn 3 is awful. It gets pretty crazy getting into that corner after that.
Saw him running a dune buggy in the sand this week, talking about Kyle Busch. He's running all over Phoenix International Raceway, too. Got 2nd away from Justin Allgaier. Eric Jones trying to get 3rd as he drives to the inside.
And you can see how much less Allgaier fought Jones. He said, the inevitable's coming. If I could have held off Kyle for a while, I might have got the lead, but that's over now, and Jones has his sights set on Kyle Busch.
Kyle back up to 2nd, Chris.
Well, Adam, Kyle Busch did have a loose wheel on that last stop. Chris Gale did come back down and take a look at the wheels, and he said we did have a right rear that was loose on that car. And just looking at these teams down here, Joey, all these teams just gluing up 4 lug nuts on these wheels now. So do you see more frequency of vibration?
Yeah, you do. You know, when they give you the opportunity to try to have a faster pit stop by putting less lug nuts on the car, you know, it's going to happen. You're going to have loose wheels. That's why it's so important for these tire changers now, is you have to hit all of them. You make one little mistake, you're going to have a loose wheel. And like I said earlier, that's the way Kyle's going to get beat today. If it does happen, is going to be a mistake like that.
You got to tip your cap to Ty Dillon, too, for running out there on those 2 tires and holding off Kyle so long. He's got a really strong car, took advantage of some track position, and showed how good that 3 car is.
Daniel Suarez got 4 tires on that last exchange of stops. Because of the guys that took 2, he lost some ground, but once again, the 24-year-old circling to the front, Jamie.
He is, and he had told his team, I need to be aggressive. Let's adjust this car so I can be aggressive on the start. Well, maybe a little too aggressive. He got into the wall a little bit off 4 about 2 laps ago. The guys are watching it, but no tire smoke as of yet, and everything looks fine on the 19.
It's got to be frustrating when you drop back because of strategy, like he did. He's been up in the top 3 all day long, and then you got to fight traffic. Do you press a little bit in the middle stages of this race?
You got to press. Like we said, it's not a long race. There's not many laps to go. You got to go. You got to get these guys on the restart. We keep talking about that. And the thing is, when the other cars have 2 tires on them, they know they're on defense. So they're not trying to move forward. They're just trying to maintain what they got to the next caution so they can have an overall gain.
I've been watching a heck of a battle between Brendan Gaughan and Ryan Reed. Watch these guys mix it up.
It's good stuff for us, not necessarily good for them.
Brendan says, excuse me, I'm going to need to come over to the right a little bit.
They're 13th and 14th on track right now, Gaughan and Reed respectively. At the front of this field, it's Kyle Busch. His advantage, 0.7 of a second over second place Ty Dillon. Eric Jones, Justin Allgaier, Brad Keselowski, the top 5. You're watching NASCAR on Fox. NASCAR Xfinity Racing on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. 81 laps to go, Phoenix International Raceway. Kyle Busch is the race leader, and joining us in the booth today for NASCAR on Fox, Joey Logano. And when you guys come up here, you donate your time to us, and then we in turn give back to your foundation. So what's going on with your group right now, Joey?
Well, we appreciate that. You know, we're coming up on our 3rd year with the Joey Logano Foundation. We're reaching our $1 million goal, which has been so much fun. Really, it's all about giving second chances. I feel like I got a second chance when I started driving for Team Penske, and there's a lot of hard-working individuals out there that need a second chance. I compare it to sometimes you need 4 tires to go out there and win the race. We want to be that 4 tires for somebody, and a lot of it's for disaster relief or illnesses that come across families and they need help paying the bills. That's kind of what it's been about for the Joey Logano Foundation. We've had so much fun. Most rewarding thing that I can ever do. A lot of times we talk about you know, being a champion and being a champion in life. I feel like being a championship race car driver is one thing, but using it as a tool to be a champion in life has been the most rewarding thing in my life, and as well as Brittany's here in the last few years.
It's great having you up here with us, and I know you've been in the studio for NASCAR Race Hub, but it's fun to see you on the other side, and we hope you'll be back soon.
I've had a blast here for sure.
Eric Jones running second right now to Kyle Busch. What are they saying down there, Jamie?
Well, you know, he's been saying that his car is just tight, meaning it's just not turning like he wants it to. So they made adjustments, didn't like them. They made more adjustments on the last stop, but now that has hurt the car. It's gone the exact opposite. He's saying it's getting looser and looser, and I just wonder for a young guy who's inexperienced like Eric, adjusting for right now versus adjusting for 50 to 100 laps later.
Certainly plenty of challenges for these young drivers, Jamie. The good news for Eric Jones, he's in second place. He gets a caution and adjustment, may have a chance to get his first win of the year.
Kind of cool to come out here for a couple weeks and do this little swing, get to see a different part of the world.
Being from Michigan, you know, warm weather this time of year is kind of pretty welcome.
When I say out on the West Coast swing, I get to do a lot of mountain biking.
I did a little bit of hiking with my girlfriend. We went to Bryce Canyon, Zion National Park, did a little hiking in Sedona.
Really appreciate everybody coming to my side of the country, and and we got one more week left to go to California.
Year 2 of NASCAR Goes West. Part 2 today. Phoenix International Raceway. Next weekend off to Southern California, as you heard Brendan Gaughan talk about. Kyle Busch leads this race. Eric Jones, Ty Dillon, Justin Allgaier, Daniel Suarez, the top 5. Let's hear from our leader.
Now it's starting to pick up a little bit tight on the floor. Still loose all the way through 1 and 2. Not loose, it's just kind of greasy. Just kind of wants to slide down all the way through 1 and 2.
How do you fix greasy?
That's what Todd would ask me. I don't know.
You've got a great relationship with your crew chief, and it's all about understanding exactly where your driver's coming from. And terminology might differ, but once you have that relationship with your crew chief, you understand each other.
His crew chief may know how to fix that because they've talked about it so much.
Scott Graves calling the shots for Daniel Suarez, who has worked his way back into the top 5. Went around the 22 of Brad Keselowski while we were away to get that spot.
The car's working really well down low, and he's able just to get that momentum off turn 2. Look at that. He's turning to the inside, and that's the key to running well here.
That's a sign of a great race car right there. He's able to go in right behind him.
Still there.
And be able to just turn underneath and put the throttle down. That was it definitely shows a very fast race car.
Daniel Suarez came into the day as the points leader. First time a foreign-born driver had led the championship chase in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. 24 years old, out of Monterrey, Mexico. Rookie of the Year last season, and he really has adapted well to this series, and it looks like all smooth behind the wheel there.
Wow, look at Allgaier working that car sideways up off the corner, trying to put away Ty Dillon. Justin's been a little bit better than Ty all day, but he hasn't been able to make that move. And behind them by a couple of tenths, Daniel Suarez is coming.
Brandon Jones inside of Darrell Wallace Jr. racing for 10th.
And I wouldn't think Bubba's going to let him go either. He hasn't let anyone go today. And there he does. He lets him go, of course.
You know, Brandon Jones, what's so impressive about him, and I don't want to be a broken record here, but every week we show up at the track, a lot of places he's never been to, gets better and better. From the start of that first practice to the checkered flag on Saturday afternoon, that kid really understands the pacing of a weekend in the Xfinity Series.
That's the thing about being a rookie. When you come to these racetracks the first time, you don't know what you don't know. You don't even know where to start, what you need in your race car, where to lift, what's going to happen during the race, how to pass cars, all that stuff. You have no notebook to go off of. So he's just learning it, and it's fun to watch how rookies improve, not only throughout 1 week, but over and over again as they come back to the racetrack.
64 laps to go, Larry. Last pit, 97, just short of halfway. So how are we managing the rest of this race from the pit box?
Adam, this strategy could be interesting because the biggest story here is NASCAR only allowed these teams 4 sets of tires, 1 on the car to start the race, 3 in the pits. Whether you change 2 or 4 that last stop we just had, you really only have 1 set left, 63 laps to go, but everyone will have to come to pit road one more time for fuel. But I think the timing of a caution, if we get one, some strategy could be put out there.
We're certainly in that window now. Should the caution come out, everyone could pit and be done for the afternoon. It's the Kyle Busch Show in Phoenix International Raceway. It's a Fox NASCAR double dip this weekend at Phoenix International Raceway. Today, all about the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Tomorrow, NASCAR's Top Shelf doing battle 3 p.m. Eastern Time on your local Fox station. We're streaming it live at Fox Sports Go. Joey, you're rolling off in the 9th position. Should be an entertaining afternoon here in the desert.
For sure. I definitely think I got a fast race car for tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. And watching this race, I'm noticing how the track is getting wider, especially in 3 and 4. You see some cars really moving up a lane and a half, maybe even 2 lanes. And with the Sprint Cup cars, they'll widen out even more. So I look for a great race tomorrow.
That'll be fun, seeing these guys in the Sprint Cup Series going 2 and 3 wide down in the turns. This track has a lot of momentum off the 4th turn on that high side. So try to take advantage of that tomorrow.
Who's taking advantage of the field right now? Justin Allgaier's worked his way to 3rd. Remember, he took 2 tires at lap 97 when he came down. He has managed it well since then, and it doesn't matter where he catches the lap vehicles. He can go outside, inside, and behind him. A good battle here with Ty Dillon and Daniel Suarez.
And those 2 tires are really hanging better than I thought they would. And that's something I know a lot of the Cup crew chiefs are probably watching right now and taking notes on how Justin Allgaier and Ty Dillon, how they're both hanging up there. And Daniel Suarez is just now getting to them to try to make the move to regain what he's lost by taking 4 tires.
I think that we hear from Eric Jones, he might have liked his description of the car and the adjustments the team made for him. He's starting to really turn some good lap times and running lap times that are equivalent with our leader Kyle Busch. So they made some improvement in that car.
Brandon Jones running 10th right now, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders, just like this guy. Brennan Poole, 12th right now, and we talked about it earlier. Under the weather, had an issue in practice yesterday when he got into the pit wall, but he's done a nice job bouncing back. Started 14th, has stayed in the top 15 all day long and running in front of guys like Brendan Gaughan and Ryan Reed. And I'll tell you what, we got to give a call, too, to Blake Cook running inside the top 15. First time ever today in qualifying. He moved to our 3rd round, and he's paid it off here in the race with a solid top 15.
And look at the guys right behind him, Justin Marks, Jeb Burton, and Dylan Lupton. Lupton has done a nice job of hanging in the top 20. So there's a lot of good stories throughout the top 20, and there's a couple of them battling for a spot.
Justin Marks in that 42. Going to split that ride with Kyle Larson, who will be driving it next week in California. That team had a runner-up finish to Kyle Busch at Atlanta a couple of weeks ago. We know how capable they are driving for Chip Ganassi Racing. First win for that organization in the Xfinity Series right here at Phoenix back in 2004 when Jamie McMurray got the checkered flag.
You know, that 11 car, Blake Cook, I've seen some huge improvements over the last, really, this first part of the season. That car's been fast. Even at Daytona, when I got to race there, and as the season's gone so far, he's been in contention. He's had some fast race cars.
What about the battle for the lead behind those 2? They're trying to keep from going a lap down, but Kyle Busch has been caught by Eric Jones. The adjustments are working. He's coming quickly.
Just went around Dylan Lupton to put him a lap down. Eric Jones trying to do the same. Lap traffic, something that really can be a huge factor here.
Lap traffic in an Xfinity race changes everything. And right here you see Kyle get caught up right behind this black and white car, the 39. And, you know, that definitely, I mean, that's at least a second and a half worth of lap time that he's lost, and allows Eric Jones to get back to that back bumper. And yet that's Eric's opportunity to make that big pass.
Ryan Sieg in that 39, now 2 laps down. There's 17 cars on the lead lap, and things are heating up at the front.
What do you make of that?
NASCAR Xfinity Racing on Fox is sponsored by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR, and by Toyota. Let's go places. 43 laps to go. NASCAR Xfinity Series action live at Phoenix International Raceway. Kyle Busch has the top spot. He's led 142 of our 158 laps today. But he's got company. Eric Jones knocking on the door as Kyle goes around the lap machine of David Starr.
Eric's just waiting for that mistake or that lap traffic just enough for it to get him to pass, because I think if Eric gets the lead, I'm not sure Kyle can get him back at this point late in the run.
You see the separation there from first to second. Justin Allgaier 5 seconds back in third. Daniel Suarez, Ty Dillon complete the top 5. 41 to go, but there will be pit stops before the end. NASCAR Xfinity Racing on Fox is sponsored by Ford. We go further so you can. Closing on the finish at Phoenix International Raceway. Kyle Busch, half a second in front of Eric Jones. Justin Allgaier, Daniel Suarez, Chase Elliott, the top 5. Ty Dillon, Brad Keselowski, Elliott Sadler, Brandon Jones, Austin Dillon, our top 10. And one thing we know for sure, Crew Chief Larry McReynolds, everybody going to have to pit one more time.
Yeah, and Adam, that's going to be coming up pretty quick. I'm going to say somewhere between lap 170 or 175, we'll see green flag stops. Now, if I'm Chris Gabehart, Eric Jones's crew chief, I want to try to make sure I pit before Kyle Busch, because I want to take advantage of those fresh tires and maybe come out of the cycle of stops with the lead. Now, if I'm Scott Gray's Daniel Suarez, who also changed 4 tires on that 19 car that last trip, we only need about a can of fuel. I may really roll the dice and do right side tires only. You're going to have to do something off the course of the 18 car if you want to beat him today.
No brainer. You take tires here because you're only going to have 20 laps to go. What do you guys think?
I think you got to take 2, and I'm like Larry. If I'm not up front, I'm going to take 2 and see if I can make something happen. We've seen the 7 car of Justin Allgaier run some really competitive lap times. Last time by, he was with just a couple hundreds of seconds of Kyle Busch, and that's on 2 tires. You don't have to go that far on these 2.
Yeah, when you don't need that much fuel to get to the end, you might as well go for it.
Elliott Sadler's had to come back a couple of times today, Vince. 7th right now.
Hey, it's been a really strong day for Junior Motorsports. They've got 3 cars in the top 7. Allgaier, Chase Elliott, and the one of Elliott Sadler. Sadler's been a little bit too tight. Remember, he did have right sides only on the last stop. Needs a little bit of help, but it's been strong. Chris?
Well, this is that point in the time in the run where Brad Keselowski starts losing ground to the cars around him, and that's exactly what's happening. He's saying that that car just starting to slide around way too much. Vince?
The 88 of Chase Elliott is in. The car is just too loose, even though he's made his way up into the top 5 after that earlier miscue in pit lane. 3 rounds in the left rear and 4 tires for the 88 of Chase Elliott.
This would be a scheduled green flag pit stop. Last time they were on the pit lane, lap 97, but perhaps some strategy from Dave Ellen, short pitting to take advantage of those fresh tires.
Yeah, Vince, that's going to start the process. Here comes Justin Allgaier. He's coming your way.
He is indeed another one of those Junior Motorsports cars that has been really strong today. His car has swung tight this round. It's a chassis adjustment. It's going to be a 4-tire stop for that 7 of Justin Allgaier. The 1 is in as well. He needs more right rear grip. It's an air pressure adjustment and 4 tires. Jamie?
Ty Dillon told me today the biggest challenge would be figuring out strategy. When to take 2, when to take 4. He took right sides only last stop. It's going to be a 4-tire stop for the 3 car.
And look at this left of your screen. Kyle Busch the advantage, but not by much. Eric Jones to the inside, trying to challenge for the race lead. As they do battle up front, Darrell Wallace Jr. making a pit stop.
Yeah, Wallace's car has been pretty stout at times today, too. They haven't quite found the sweet spot with it, but it's been very competitive this week for Bubba Wallace. It's been tight throughout much of the day. They've needed more grip. That's what he wanted there as well with those 4 tires and adjustment.
I thought Jones was going to get him there, guys.
And this plays right into what Larry McReynolds said. These guys are pitting before Kyle Busch and Eric Jones. That means they're going to be on fresh tires, making better lap times. So we do see this strategy playing out during these green flag pit stops, Chris.
Well, Austin Dillon running the back half of the top 10 most of the day, dealing with a lot of the same issues he had at Las Vegas last weekend, saying the front of that car just numb, way too tight. Jamie?
Brandon Jones doing a nice job in his debut here in the Xfinity Series. Tight center off. Last time they took 2. Again, this time they will take 4. RCR sticking together with their strategy.
4 tires the theme so far on this cycle of green flag pit stops with right around 30 laps to go. Brendan Gaughan, the next one on the pit lane, Vince.
Been a pretty solid day for Gaughan as well today. I think they're going to be pleased with the kind of performance they've had. Right sides only as they're a little snug through the middle.
Good call there from a veteran crew chief, Shane Wilson. See what that does for the 62 down the stretch, trying to play a little track position game.
I think a lot of the cars that took 2 last time have to take 4 this time. So I think that's really going to come into play here and come down to the end. But I like Brendan Gaughan's strategy right there to try to gain some spots here with only 25 to go.
I like to talk about all the time how talented Eric Jones is. Talked about Kyle Busch's record here in the Xfinity Series, 78 wins, only 2 for Jones, but look at him. He's really heating up Busch as we run toward the checkered.
Eric Jones not afraid. Top 8 cars yet to make a pit stop. Everyone else has already been down pit road on this scheduled green flag cycle of stops.
Did you see that?
Did you see how low they were?
They were off the track.
Oh my goodness, these 2 are way down there trying to do anything they can. Eric Jones definitely has a long run car and is trying to get that clean air before he has to make a stop.
I love that shot. They weren't even on the road and they're racing for the lead.
Suarez, their teammate, 4th, coming down pit road with 24 laps to go. Here he is, Jamie.
And they want to free up Daniel Suarez. They took 4 tires last time, told him do not slide them. That means they're going to take right sides for the 19, the 18, and the 20 on pit road.
Jamie, Kyle Busch having problems with his right front tire the last 3 laps, saying that tire just shot his crew chief, Chris Gale, saying don't slide the tires. So this could be a 2-tire stop for that 18 car. Kyle Busch doing the best he can to try and put together a string of 3 wins. Jamie.
Eric Jones did not want to pit. The car was the best it had been. He started off loose last time, and he was able to hang with Kyle there, as you saw. A right side tire stop for Eric Jones.
Saw a little chassis adjustment there for Kyle Busch. Both he and Eric Jones getting right side tires, and them coming down the pit lane puts Brad Keselowski in the race lead. He has not pitted. Neither has Brennan Poole in the 48. Let's go back and watch these guys as they came to pit road.
You think they were racing down there or planning on pitting and just had to call an audible because of traffic up there? I think possibly the 42 of Justin Marks pitting made those leaders say, we better stay out on this lap because they were really low.
That was interesting. I don't know what to think of that.
I know when they came through there the next lap and they were down there, I didn't know if they were pitting or racing. You can't tell those two. But give the advantage to Kyle Busch, his team, and Kyle on and off pit road. They've gained an advantage over Jones.
Great execution on and off pit road for Kyle and that 18 team. His advantage now almost 2 seconds over Eric Jones. They were nose to tail when they pitted.
And I see Brad Keselowski, he's staying out right now. Right now, he is praying for a caution. That's his shot. And he knows that he does not have the winning car today, and he's really good on the short run, so he needs a caution for multiple reasons right now.
Don't you love that? I mean, you're here to win. Let's do something different and see if we can pull it off.
Right now, only 6 cars being scored on the lead lap as we get through this cycle of stops. See Jeb Burton there in the 43. He's 1 lap down in the 17th position. He's already made his stop, and last time Brad Keselowski pitted was lap 97. They got to be coming here in the next couple of laps, so they're going to be running short on fuel. Brennan Poole had not pitted. He has now come down the pit lane and got his scheduled service at Phoenix. Brad Keselowski stayed out in the race lead as long as he could, but now he's coming down pit road, Chris.
Yeah, well, you can see it's just going to be fuel on this stop, so he's dealing with a car that still is way too tight, but they just tried to stretch this out. Fuel only, no tires.
I like that call, too. Let's get a little gas where we can get to the finish, hopefully catch a caution while on the lead lap, come in, get fresh tires, and see if you can make something happen.
That's going to make up a little bit of the time he lost by staying out there so long on older tires, but he's still on old tires out there. So he's probably not going to be the fastest out there, but they're just trying to cut their losses at this point.
And with Brad coming down pit road, there are now 12 drivers cycled back onto the lead lap, and everybody following Kyle Busch. It sorts out to give Kyle an advantage over 3 seconds in front of Eric Jones.
They're trying to follow Kyle Busch, but it's not working out. He has driven off on the pit stop exchange. He gained a couple of seconds on Jones. Remember, right before they pitted, Jones was faster than Kyle, but look at the difference now. There went Busch. Here comes Jones.
And this is the biggest lead that we've seen Kyle Busch have the whole race. You know, within the whole race, the other Gibbs cars were within a second or two the whole time, and now you see him pulling out to a 3.5-second lead or so.
I think this helps define why Kyle has been so good on Saturday and Sunday. is something that would seem as simple as a green flag pit stop, the way he executes it and adding to his advantage. Let's listen in on Eric Jones' team.
We're so unbalanced. I mean, I don't know what happened. Where's the green still landing, but we got really tight in the center now.
And some of that could be they put 2 tires on their car for the first time. So that definitely changes your balance a lot when you do 2 compared to 4. And if you don't know, if you haven't done 2 yet, you don't really know what 2 tires is going to do sometimes.
What do you think, Jamie?
Yeah, and they didn't wait on fuel, so he has a lighter load on the car, so that changes the handling, and they didn't make any changes. So the 20 car definitely feeling different than it did at the end of the last run.
I'll say this, though, we got to give a call to rookie crew chief Chris Gabehart. Last couple of weeks, this team has faced penalties. Each week through strategy, they've been able to come back, and they've managed today pretty well.
Talked about lap traffic and how it plays a role in everything you do. Look at Ryan Reed getting into the left rear of Derek Cope, and that was Eric Jones just to their outside.
And that's tough when you're racing and you're so much faster than these other cars and you don't know where they're going to go. You want to make that move to try to pass somebody and make that aggressive move, but sometimes they're trying to get out of the way, but you're coming so quick. Things happen so quick out there a lot of times, and you don't know where to go, and sometimes things like that happen.
Eric Jones would love a caution, but he said, don't make me a part of it with 8 laps remaining.
You see Darrell Wallace there just going down a lap just a few laps ago.
Wallace is running back in the 12th spot. See Jones working up off turn 2. Fast car. I know he's one person that's saying, please, caution. I'm not going to be it. Make sure that's the case. But he thinks he can run with Kyle Busch if he can get caught up.
It's 3 seconds behind, like 3.2 seconds after the stops. Had it down below 3 seconds, but now Eric Jones trailing Kyle Busch by 3.6 seconds. Daniel Suarez worked his way back up to 3rd. He was back like 6th, 7th, 8th after getting those 4 tires just shy of the halfway point, but he's managed the afternoon quite well to get to 3rd. Justin Allgaier stayed in the top 5 all day long. He's 4th right now. In fact, when you look at the average running position for Justin Allgaier, 4.7. That's really solid for him. Chase Elliott completes the top 5. Ty Dillon, who's had a couple of good weeks in a row, is 6th. Brad Keselowski, who won here fall of 2014, 7th right now.
Yeah, and he's just hanging on. You can see looking to his inside. That's Austin Dillon trying to get that 7th spot away. Brad's tires owed. But Joey, that tells me a lot about these Goodyear tires. They've got a lot of speed in them and durability. Brad's been able to stay out there on those older tires.
They definitely got durability, but you can tell how much faster, and then you see Elliott Sadler getting the run too. Just having a little bit newer tires than him, at least on the right sides, for most of these cars, how much of a difference that makes. So, Brad's going to race the ball as hard as he can, knowing there's only 5 laps to go.
And that's a big move for Elliott Sadler, Adam. We're racing for a championship. Any position he can get is a point, and that's a guy that's going to be in this championship battle. Grabbing that position away from Brad was big for that team.
Trying to finish inside the top 10 for the 4th consecutive week to start the season. 4 laps to go now for Kyle Busch. Came across the start-finish line with an advantage of 3.1 seconds over Eric Jones.
The advantage is shrinking, but there just isn't enough time unless we get a caution late.
Kyle going for his 3rd consecutive win in the series. First time he went to victory lane at Atlanta 2 weeks ago. Had never won at his home track in Las Vegas. Crossed that off the list last week. Watkins Glen, the only active track where Kyle has competed that he has not won. Try and finish it off there come August. Today he's trying to get his 9th checkered flag at Phoenix International Raceway.
That's amazing. The laps he's led, the dominance he showed, and the fact that that team brings a car prepared for him to drive like that.
I guess they're pretty good. That's what I take out of all that.
It's a potent combination.
Yeah. And, this is something, you may say he's way out there and it may not be a whole big of a race, but, the fact that dominance is so impressive to me that I enjoy watching that, because that just shows the hard work that these teams put into it and how it starts to show with a team like this.
White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Entering today, Kyle Busch had led 87% of the laps in the last 2 events. How about 175 of 200 today here at Phoenix? No real drama for the driver out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Get out the checkered flag and display it for Rowdy. He's a winner today at Phoenix International Raceway.
Favor, don't blow the quarter panels off of it. Enjoy yourself, have fun, but don't blow them off. I got to test that car somewhere. Thank you.
That takes the fun out of it.
Second straight week, a 1-2-3 finish for Joe Gibbs Racing.
They definitely got a hold of the field right now.
Career win 79 for Kyle, and the 5th time in his career he's won 3 straight races.
Looks like he's done this before.
You know, and we talked about the toughness of those Goodyear tires. How much can they take before we blow the quarter panels off? We know. Look at that rubber behind the car. How cool is that?
It's all about burnouts, man.
We need to get our KFC cam on those tires, Adam. See how hot and crispy they are.
How about this? Since coming back from those injuries suffered last year in the season opener, Kyle Busch has won in 9 of his 17 starts in the Xfinity Series, and really jump-started this team in the second half of last year when he returned at Michigan in June.
Look at the rubber burning on the ground of the car there.
That's some tough Goodyear tires right there.
I like how they're putting the winter stickers. I didn't notice that on the Xfinity cars. They're putting the winter stickers on the door like the Sprint Cup cars are now.
We got a chase in the Xfinity Series, Joey. We got to play along.
I like it. It makes me remember back to Legends car days and late models, and you had all the winter stickers on it.
Well, the finish today, all about Kyle Busch, but let's look at a couple of rookies that were doing battle aggressively coming to the checkered flag.
Yeah, when they took the white, Brandon Jones was ahead of Brendan Poole. We talked about Poole being a little bit ill today, not feeling well. How about just giving it all you got to the checkered? Takes that top 10 away.
Would have been Brandon Jones' 3rd top 10 in 4 starts so far this season. Instead, it's Brendan Poole who gets his first top 10 in his 2nd start here at Phoenix International Raceway. Eric Jones, a runner-up today, Vince.
It's a 1-2-3 finish for Joe Gibbs Racing, and as you mentioned, Adam, Eric finishing 2nd today. Any difference other than the fact that that's Kyle Busch and you're a rookie in this series in regards to how that could have come out differently today?
Yeah, I don't think there's much more than that. You know, he was really fast, and we had a shot at him there on that long run. We started to get to him and started to work him. And if it would have stayed green, I feel like we could have got him. You know, it stayed green, but we had to pit. So, unfortunately, on the pit stop, we lost a lot of ground to him, and just got too tight after that, and he ran away and didn't start really breaking even with him until about 10, a little less than 10 to go. But overall, good day for the Reese's Camry, and you know, a solid finish. We're getting closer. First time we really got a fair shot to race against Kyle this year, but we got really fast Camrys, and it shows every week now with a couple of 1-2-3 finishes, so it's pretty cool to be a part of.
Eric Jones will have plenty of days in victory lane, just not today.
Top 5 again for Eric Jones, his 3rd in a row at Phoenix. For Kyle Busch, win number 9 in the desert. It's all over at Phoenix International Raceway. 4th race of the year in the Xfinity Series in the books. And again, Kyle Busch in victory lane. Jamie.
It is a water bath, and now the confetti. 3 wins in a row. 9th here at Phoenix. Kyle, no matter what crew chief you have, what car you're driving, what rules changes, you still dominate this place. What is it about here that you have so much fun and that leads to success?
I don't know. It's just a knack for this place, I guess. For one, you know, we've been off a little bit on the Cup side for years, but this year we seem to be a lot better. Last year we improved a lot. But the Xfinity program, it's always been good. I'm not sure why, but I can't say enough about Chris Gale, everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing. Obviously, it was Chris Gale that did a great job for me and giving me the car that I needed and prepared and everything for today's race. And we didn't sit on the pole, but our teammates did. They were obviously really fast, and they made me run hard all day long. I mean, there was nothing left in this car. It's all used up. So, you know, and instead of having to go back to the shop and freshen her a little bit, they're going to have to rebuild it. But NOS Energy Drink, appreciate them, of course, and JGR Engines, Toyota, TRD. The Xfinity, you know, it's fun to come here and participate. I learn a lot, and I do that for a reason, in order to try to make myself better on Sundays, and you know, hopefully it helps.
And you know, you mentioned that exact point in the pre-race. What did you take away from this race today that could help you tomorrow? By the way, you're starting on pole.
Yeah, the tire, this tire is a lot different than what last year's tire was, so there's a lot of different characteristics and things that are happening throughout a run. So to toss this car around and to run it as hard as I had to run it all day, I really felt the tire degradation and the fall off that you got. So that's going to be interesting for tomorrow, especially with less downforce and more horsepower on the Cup cars. So it's going to be a fun day. You know, it's going to be a lot of slipping and sliding and trying to figure out what groove your car will work in and trying to find some speed if those guys in front of you are holding you up. So we were able to do some of that today. The lap cars were quite interesting at moments, but you know, we were able to make it all work. And again, can't say enough about NOS Energy Drink and Chris Gale, all these guys. So thanks to them.
All right, Kyle Busch, 3 for 3, and he has 3 more races coming up. Chris?
And Daniel Suarez was second at Las Vegas, third here at Phoenix. Daniel, about halfway through the race, you bounced the right side of the car off the wall in turn 4. Did that affect the handling?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not sure if we didn't make the right adjustment in that run. Plus, I hit the wall a little bit, racing to try to be over-aggressive, going to the front. But, you know, that's part of racing. We just need to keep working, keep learning. I feel like we had a really fast race car in the first 2 runs. I just feel like maybe we missed it a little bit, and then I touched the wall, and that didn't help, obviously. But, you know, it's part of it. All these guys in 19, Juniper, Harris, Toyota Camry did an amazing job. The car was fast, and let's try again next week.
He's still learning, but he maintained the points lead.
Yes, indeed, Chris.
Strong day for Junior Motorsports with 3 cars in the top 8, led by Justin Allgaier, 4th place today. How do you evaluate what you guys had for him today?
Well, definitely a good day for us. You know, obviously we'd love to finish a little bit higher, but our brand professional agriculture Chevy was really good and made some good adjustments throughout the race to really help us, and it just came down to pit strategy. You know, we took 2 tires on that first stop, and it just kind of hurt us when we had to take the green flag pit stop. But huge thank you to everybody at Junior Motorsports back at the shop. They build great race cars, all of our partners. I mean, just a fun day. You know, obviously anytime you can come to Phoenix and have a good solid day in top 5, it's always good, and to have, like you said, 3 in the top 8. So look forward to next week, and hopefully we can catch some momentum going into this break.
Yeah, well done. Justin Allgaier, 4th place.
Well, Chase Elliott gets another top 5, and Chase, you had a tough pit stop early, but those Joe Gibbs cars just so fast. Do you feel like you're making any ground up on them?
Maybe a little bit. You know, I know everybody's working really hard. It's not due for a lack of effort. They're definitely doing a good job at the shop and trying to make gains. Congrats to those guys. Kyle did a good job. They've got their stuff going on right now, so we'll go back and do some homework. I appreciate everybody at Junior Motorsports and Tax Slayer for letting me drive. I got a couple more of these things left, so we'll try to enjoy them and go to focus on our Napa SS tomorrow.
And Kevin Harvick will be in the car next weekend at Auto Club Speedway.
Yeah, Chris and Vince talked about the strength of Junior Motorsports here today. All 3 of their cars inside the top 8. And a nice start to 2016 for Chase Elliott. 3 starts, 1 at Daytona, 4th last week at Las Vegas. Another top 5 here today for that 88.
Work our way up here, execute today, decide to run out, keep building. No hole yet, low down on the inside a little bit. There you go. Balance is perfect here. Pretty happy. I don't use third gear. They just yard me off of one. Zombie. We got tripped up a little bit too. Next one will be better. 3 wide top. 3 wide top. Clear. It's a little bit edgy all the way through 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4 is really good. No better time than here. No better place than now.
Get out the checkered flag for Rowdy.
Favor, don't blow the quarter panels off of it. Enjoy yourself, have fun, but don't blow them off. I got to test that car somewhere.
From the sounds on the radio to the gorgeous sights here at Phoenix, aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, superior performing tires to face challenging conditions on the track and on the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Kyle Busch wore out all 4 tires in victory lane. A celebration burnout, 3 consecutive. He is rewriting the history books, Adam. Career win number 79, and he's won 72, led 72% of the laps this year, and he didn't even race at Daytona.
Yeah, but Danielle, hang on a minute. Kyle Busch has never won 4 in a row in his career. But, oh, by the way, he's won 6 times at Auto Club Speedway. Something's got to give next week, right?
Yeah, but you just got to love these cars at Auto Club Speedway. That's the fastest straightaway speed we're going to see. These things really sail off into the corners. It'll be interesting to watch these other guys in their hot pursuit of Kyle Busch.
That really is one of the most fun racetracks to go to. Going to Auto Club Speedway, 5 lanes wide. You can run up against the wall, run on the bottom, and you get those big drafts down the straightaway when 2 cars are side by side. It always makes for a great race there.
And you know what I can't wait for? Tomorrow. The Cup race is going to be out of control. These tires that Goodyear provided, they've laying down a lot of rubber. The groove is widening out. These crazy guys will be 3 and 4 wide in the corners because of all the grip and all the room they have to race.
You're starting 9th, so you're close enough to the front to get it done, right?
I definitely got a fast race car. We didn't qualify quite where we felt like we should have, and I had a really good car throughout practice today, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Like Kyle said in victory lane, less downforce, more horsepower, more fun.
You know what today reminded me of? Last year when you were on track leading 176 of 200 laps. Thanks for being here. Good luck tomorrow. Had a lot of fun.
I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me up here.
Good afternoon, Danielle.
All right, Adam, great to see Joey Logano there in the booth. Let's go back to the on-track dominance we saw from Kyle Busch today and what it does to these series regulars, Larry, that are trying to lock themselves into the chase.
Well, we had 3 of them that followed him to the finish line. Now, Justin Allgaier, I think he was pretty happy with that top 5 his first of the year, but you know what? Kyle's teammates, Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez, they're tired of good, solid points.
They are.
They want to go to victory lane just like Kyle Busch has been doing.
They want to break through to victory lane, no doubt, certainly knocking on the door. Daniel Suarez, Kyle Busch's teammate, leading your point standings. More from Phoenix after the break.
Coming up next week, it's our last stop out west as we head to California. Get ready for some fun in the sun, where fast racing meets the glamour of the Golden State. It's time to go 4 wide in Fontana. Coverage begins Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on FS1.
Looking forward to Fontana next Saturday as NASCAR wraps up their West Coast tour. Right now, looking forward to the Big East Championship game. Let's send it out to Rob Stone and Steve Lavin.